Propain, man, you know, you brought back some memories, man, and I tell you, but every time I just think about that verse, man. You know what? Nobody has ever spit on my show before, man. Like, nobody's ever came on here and spit, man.
Oh,
like,
man.
You know, but I'd like you to spit that verse. Do you remember the verse?
I remember it, but verbatim, I don't know if I remember it verbatim. I remember it. I know parts, but I don't know it verbatim. It's too many verses.
Well, that's cool. We're gonna let them go look that up. But can you bless us with something? Can you give me something?
All right. Wait. We censored.
No, you good here. We can say whatever we want.
We good?
Yeah, you say what you want.
All right. All right. I swear everything you hope for, everything you dream, could be right in your palms and not as far as it seems. I know the times is hard and niggas hate, but that's just how it go. And success gonna turn the ones you think you love you into foes. I done seen it happen. I done seen it all. Been down since small, started off with nothing, make a little money. Now you need no Brian on the roof, the pistol pointed at your brother. Look, I done seen these women lie, these chickens lie when they had a baby. Have a nigga hype in amazement like that's your enemy's kid you raising. Damn, enough with the snakes and fakes. I got bigger issues. Where you want to start it? My hair's nappy and my skin is darker. So by coming loud, man, I'm a fucking target. And all this why a nigga up in the White House. Is you kidding me? No equal rights, no reparations. Hell, we ain't getting no fried chicken free, but that's just a fairy tale. No matter what he do, they all turn to critics. They whisper when a nigga make the shot, but they ass is screaming every time he miss it. You fall, they gon' kick dirt in your eyes. Leave you for dead when he tell you bye. Had to get up on some old MJ shit, walk up in that bitch with that 45 like I'm back, bitch. Hold on, man. Hold on. We gonna keep going.
They don't even need no more.
We gonna keep going.
We gonna make them pay for the rest of it.
One time,
man.
Propain.
We gonna make them pay for the rest of it. So I really do appreciate, man, how you always manage to infuse that realness, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you put a lot of stories in your
most
music
definitely.
also. It's always some type of story in there.
Most definitely,
so
man.
You're the type of artist, man, that you're gonna have a long career as long as you want to have it.
Man, thank you.
As long as you stay hungry, you're gonna have a long career, man, because you're actually saying something.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
To even know that Willie D know my music, man, listen to my music, man. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like a far-fetched dream coming from where we come from. Like that don't really happen, man. So that's I'm good for the weekend. My Super Bowl weekend good.
When I was doing hoodies, man, I was like, man, I was talking to my homeboy. I said, man, you know who'll be dope on here? Propain. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I was like, man, we got Propain, we call Propain. You know what I'm saying? I was like, got that name. I was like, man, you got in there and you hit it. I was like, damn, it was just like I imagined it would be.
Man.
But let me ask you this, Jimmy. You was talking about how people, get a shady and turn on you and all this stuff.
Right.
Once you got in the door and you heating up real hot right now. You're getting real hot right now. Like, who was one of the first people that turned on you that you couldn't believe? Like, you ain't got to say the name or whatever.
Man.
But what was the relationship?
Man, I done had I've been kind of lucky, to kind of keep my day one friends and family close to me, man. But I had a couple people who we gonna just say I already knew that they was capable of that. But you sometimes you have people close to you, man,
right.
and man, that success, man, and that money will bring out the real in somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because either people happy for you having it, or they want what you got. You know what I'm saying? Or they just downright hate that you got what you got. It ain't about them wanting it. They just don't want you with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, I was in one of them situations where I just had somebody close around me that kind of really wanted my spot. So it was, I mean, it happens though. I mean, it just being in this game now, it's been like 6 years, man. I ain't gonna say I seen it all because you're gonna continuously see something new. But man, I done seen it, man. I seen what that money do to people, man. I done seen what that fame do to people. And what it'll do to not you having it, but you just seeing somebody with it. So,
right.
Yeah,
and then you got a lot of experience, just having somebody brother
right.
as close as Vince.
Oh, most
Vince
definitely, most definitely.
Put you up on game.
Well, even the game that he didn't have to tell me, right. I've seen it. I watched it. I've been around this dude in a lot of moments where I've noticed. You know what I'm saying? I've seen how people gravitate to him and how you know what I'm saying. Just everything, man. It's so many. I just been blessed, man, to be around not only him, but his friends. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a lot of dudes like he's been talking about Stoney. That's another dude who's another NFL player that's had success outside of the NFL. You know, so just being able to be around these type of people and watch how these dudes move. You know, these like my big brothers. So I was kind of fortunate, even though we all come from nothing. I've been fortunate enough to be around dudes who come from nothing that made something out of nothing. So it's kind of hard for me to not want to be successful or just not even be successful because that's all that's around me. And I tell all my partners all the time, man, keep that around you. Like I've been the one to have 6 dudes around me that ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying, man? You gonna go down. Right. You gonna go down, man. You know what I'm saying? So one of my biggest lessons was to learn, man, you got to keep that ambition around you. You got to keep that motivation around you at all times, man, because it's contagious.
Now, how does that work? You know, you having the fame that you have, and then Vince having the fame that he have, and then y'all going to different arenas where, you know, Vince may be more popular over here, and
he probably always more popular. He probably always more popular.
Sometimes with y'all
maybe when I'm on that stage, man. Maybe when I'm on that stage.
Propain, you know. Hey, Vince.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of now it can happen, but he's still. I mean, he Vince Young. You know what I'm saying?
He's a legend.
He a legend. I mean, it's still amazing to see people face when they see him, or even people that's cool with me. That you know what I'm saying? You know Vince Young,
right?
Like, man, that's my brother. You know, but it's cool, man. You know, it's dope, man. It's dope because it was once a time where I was just a little brother. So when we would try to talk to the girls, it would be, you know, so I'm Vince Young, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, I'm Propain. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope, man. It's crazy, man. It's been one crazy ride, man. Been one crazy ride.
So Vince, how does that go, man? Like, you know, you started playing football when?
I was 7 years old, 8 years old.
So was you like the star player when you were 7 and 8 and 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, I had to always bring my birth certificate everywhere because they thought I was cheating.
Right.
And I was actually the youngest kid out there.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, you know, things happen, man. But in the same time, that's not what, you know, what Pro just said. That's not what we in this game for. We in this game to have a good time and do something that our dream come true. And then also, you know, bring the knowledge back to our community, man, that where we from, man. So some people be thinking outside the box. What you call that album, Outside the Fence?
Other side of the fence.
Other side of the fence. And when he said that was awesome. Because a lot of people think outside of the fence, you know what I mean? And it's like so simple. Like, why is you thinking like that? Like, it's just right here, like how you raise your morals, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget about where you from. Yes, you can get the fame. Yes, you can get all the love, but at the same time, stay grounded, humble. Right. And it takes a lot of butt whoopings and situations and learning, but at the same time, when people are looking from the outside in, they don't know what they're talking about, you know what I mean? Right. So it's our job. He has a voice because he's on the mic. You dig what I'm saying? He has a voice to say it, and then I have a voice to say it in the community, or anytime I get an opportunity to talk about it, I got an opportunity to say it. And I know one thing, I'm gonna say it. I know Pro gonna say it. I know Willie D gonna say it. Cause we ain't doing nothing. We just enjoying life, but we're gonna tell you straight up, like, whatever your perception is, who we are, that's just not who we are. But you can definitely come learn and enjoy life with us, and all of the above.
Right.
Not negative, but positive.
Exactly. Now you mentioned living that dream. Now,
right.
You know, you lived that dream. Right. You became a pro football player. You reached the highest level of, you know, your profession. Now, so now that dream is behind you, what's the next dream for Vince Young?
The next dream is what I'm doing right now, man, and my purpose, what God blessed me to be, is like to pass all that knowledge and information to the next man.
Now, at what point
lady.
But did you know that next dream was really like your I guess your main calling?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Did you know that it was that all along, or was it after football that you came to realization?
When I knew this, when I knew this fact was happening, when I was playing football for the Tennessee Titans, I was on my pinnacle. I was Pro Bowler. Mm-hmm. And guess what I did? And they didn't like. I went back to school to graduate. people was on TV, commentators was like, why is he in school? He should be back practicing playing football.
Right.
What kind of message is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was mad at me because I was in school. I want to graduate.
Yeah.
Like you telling me that I went to school just for football? No, that's not what I'm promoting.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school because I wanted an education, and I wanted to play football. I did both, all three of them. You dig what I'm saying? So this is a message people was trying to put out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nah, I'm not finna put that message out here. I'm telling you, if you're an athlete or anything in the world, do you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever makes you happy. Don't worry about what nobody's saying. So when that happened to me, I was like, obviously I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? Especially when you go on TV on that box. So you know everybody watching that box right there. You know what I mean? Or everybody listen to that music. But in the same time, or you putting out some good product, like some real stuff though. Mm-hmm. You know, in your profession, how many people you come across and they like not doing what they supposed to do? Yeah. They disrespecting you in pro. You know what I mean? Same thing with me. Somebody out there doing the same thing, playing football, and they not, you know, like loving the game. Like we love the game. You know what I mean? We're not just out here just cause. Like we love the game, but we also doing other stuff off the field to give that knowledge to people. So, you know, I just kind of live and die by that, man. I just keep it simple, man. I don't care what nobody talking about. Don't nobody pay my bills like I do. Right. And one of the things that is like teamwork make the dream work. You can't be successful without a team, a homie, a friend, or help, all of the above. You know what I mean? So there's some people out there that don't even understand that message. So if you out there, if you listening right now, please pay attention to that message because I'm from the same block as you. And I'm doing it. You can do it. You dig?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Right on. Ladies and gentlemen in the house right now, Vince Young and Propain. Look here, man. I read a story about your number 10, where that came from. Share that story with me.
That's my mom's birthday, so I played every day for my mom. I put a smile on her face, all of the above since I was in Little League football, Brentwood Dolphins, Green, the Eagles. Yeah. I wore number 10 for my mom's birthday, June 10th.
Yeah, now y'all see that, man. You know, all the young bucks out there, man. Y'all picking numbers of players who played the game before you and all that stuff. That's cool or whatever. And some of y'all picking Lucky 7 and
Lucky
you know how many times you had sex and all this stuff. You know how many different girls you've been with. That's man. You know that's honorable, man. You know, when I read that, man, I was like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna cry. You know, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? That was real, man. That was super real, man. So how's your relationship with your mom now?
Man, my mom, my grandma, man, that's like people like who your hero is. Like, you know, and I talk to a lot of kids a lot. So I always open up the last part of the conversation so they can talk to me. Mm-hmm. And most of the kids like, who is your hero? Right. I always tell people, my mama and my grandma, man. Right. Because I raised without a father in my household and a number of women. So I had to grow up pretty fast. Me and Pro and Brian and a lot of my brothers, like we all grew up without a dad in the household. So it was always the women. Yeah. So I'm gonna let it be known. Like, and a lot of people out there in the world don't even say it no more. They use an icon. With me, mine was Steve McNair, but my ultimate hero is my mother and grandmother. Right. Yeah.
So how does that play out with your own children? You know,
well,
as far as like not having a father in the house. You have kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does that play out as far as, you know, what you expect out of yourself?
Right. So now, like, my pops wasn't there, so I tell people, like, I'm not mad at my dad. I forgave my dad, and I love my dad. You know what I mean? But I'm doing the total opposite of my dad. Right. So I'm happy to come home and my dad and my son like, Daddy! You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm happy to be there because, you know, I don't want them to experience what I experienced. Right. And that's rough. Pro, you can understand that. I can understand that. A lot of my brothers right here standing right here right now, like, we grew up without a pop. So we had to rely on somebody else, like an uncle or a coach, somebody else, or my brother Bo right there, his dad. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I had to depend on somebody else's dad. So now, like, it's my time now. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not finna do the same thing what my dad did. So I forgive my dad for sure. But I can't do what my dad do. I'm about to be there for my love, my princes, my kings. Right. You know what I'm saying? My princesses. You mean?
Yeah. Let that be noticed to all you suckers out there trying to hate on us. always trying to look down on us, trying to talk down on the black man. We ain't this, we ain't that. Let me tell you something, man. They plot for our downfall immensely, trying to turn the whole world against us. Still I rise. I'm the preeminent.
Yeah.
That's why they want to turn me effeminate.
Yeah.
That's why they want to medicate. That's why they
real.
want me to graduate. They
Yeah.
love it when I sell dope. They love it when I can't vote. They love it when I kill black folks. They love it when I spaz.
Yeah.
So they can lock me up and control my black ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's they want us like that, man.
Hey man,
Look
what?
at, man.
Hey, sometimes you know
What you bet they don't? What you bet they don't help this go viral? What he was just saying.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah.
But we got so many great. Man, I'm telling you, dude. I'm like so proud every time I see dudes, man. You know, like out with their kids, not just black males, but men. Period.
Yeah.
Taking care of their kids.
Yeah.
I see them in the mall a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I see them, you know, just walking down the street, and just seeing the men with them children. You know, I'm like, yeah. That's what it's about.
But the ironic thing about that, I don't even think people understand. Like, for instance, just not growing up with my father. I mean, all my closest friends, like, we all grew up pretty much without a father figure. But just having a daughter and like being around her is weird, because it's like the fact that people want to miss out on that. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Exactly.
like, you losing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never understand that to this day. Like, when I think now, just actually having a child and being around them, and you get to see them grow, and they so funny because they new to this world. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, who the hell want to miss out on that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's weird. But I encourage anybody who got kids, man, whether you in the best financial situation or you not. You know what I'm saying? It's really not about that. It's more so about the time and the effort you put in with the child. And I think that go a long way. You know what I'm saying? We're just raising, but not to say that kids won't still grow to be successful without it, because I think all my friends, everybody in here that's with us, everybody is successful, and I don't know too many of us that have father figures. But at the same time, man, we need that. The black community need that, like,
well,
for real.
Yeah, fathers. You know, I think, you know, I was listening to Bomani Jones speak a few days ago, and he was just saying that, you know, it's very important to have. The thing is that kids can make it without having a father in the house, but it's just having that father in the house. That means that's two incomes, not one. It just makes things a lot easier. But, you know, I would add though that you know, it's a different type of raising when you got daddy.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Mama, you know,
Cause you got mom, she's so nice. You know, my wife, she's so nice. And then I come in like, hey, that's a boy. You gotta be a little
Exactly.
you gotta give him a little extra.
I think it's a lot of mistakes that we've made that we probably wouldn't have made had we had a dad around us. You know, we had to
that for a fact.
we had to learn it on our own, and I think that learning curve, it kind of get distracted a little bit when there ain't no father around. This is probably some stuff that I did at 25 that I shouldn't have been doing at 25. If I would have had a father around, I would have already knew it. 16, like, nah, you don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, a couple road bumps you hit. And I think it's even more so important because we both got daughters also, and I think it's more important for them girls, man. You know what I'm saying? To really have that father figure around, like, so important. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what happens is that when daddy ain't in the house is vulnerable. It's wide open, and you got suckers and busters come through the house, and you know they might start off liking mama, but then the baby girl growing up, you know, and then sooner or later start looking at the baby girl, you know, or she might have a situation with her boyfriend, and her brother is a little cat, he's small, the boyfriend got hands, he dangerous, he might decide to put hands on her, or even mama, and where you at? You in jail? You know, you out of here. You out of pocket.
Exactly.
You can't if you're not in the household, or if you're not in close proximity, you know, it's very hard to defend your family, to defend your children, and take up for them, and make sure that, you know, they can navigate, you know, through this terrain. It's rough out there.